Today is Punched Out Thursday, and I'm going to be using my circle punch today. And I'm going to be using this white cardstock, and I'm going to first prep it with some clear gesso because I'm going to be doing some mixed media on it. And the photo that I am documenting today is a photo of my kids. They were taking a walk, and we were walking around the neighborhood. We have this really pretty bridge where we live. We were walking over the bridge, and we took a picture of all of them. So you could see all the back with the palm trees and everything, because we live in Florida. So it was a really beautiful, crisp spring morning, and we decided to take a walk. So now this paper that I am using, that you see me cutting, is Sweet Story by Maggie Holmes. And I got this in the Hip Kit Club this month. And I am going to cut this rainbow because I am going to make a rainbow, but I'm going to use my circles to make a rainbow, which you will see in a minute. But I'm going to use this paper because I'm going to cut the circles out of each one of the colors that are on here. And while I'm doing that real quick, I just wanted to remind you guys not to forget to check out the other lovely ladies who are also in Punched Out Thursday. I will have their links down below. So now I switched out my big circle punch and decided to go with my medium size one. So I wanted my rainbow not to be real big. I wanted it to be a little bit smaller. So I figured that the smaller circle punch was going to be much more beneficial for my layout. So that is what I went with. And it's okay that you're seeing some in half because I'm going to cut them in half anyways. You'll see in a minute. And that's how I'm going to make my rainbow. So I just keep going with the circle punch, and I keep punching each color, and then you're going to see me come in with some really pretty watercolors that we got in the Hip Kit Club this month as well. They're from Prima, and they're super pretty and vibrant, and you can make them as light or as dark as you want because they're watercolors, and you can water them down and make them lighter, and it turned out really pretty, and I really love how this layout turned out. So I'm just going to keep going now with the yellow, and then you'll see me going with that light blue one. And I just am going to make the prettiest little rainbow. And I wanted to do something different because I see a lot of rainbows out there, and the way they're doing them is just they're doing the, they're cutting in strips or making it with their Cricut or whatever. And I wanted to do mine a little bit different, being that it was Punched Out Thursday. So I decided to cut them in half, and I just put them together, snipped them in half. And now I'm going to start creating my rainbow. Now this is how it's kind of going to go, but it's going to look messy. Don't worry, I do straighten it out. I moved these several times because I just wanted to get it right, and I wanted it to be perfect. So, which took a little bit of time. So I'm going to have my photo on the one side of the rainbow, and on the other side of the rainbow, you're going to see I had a little cut file that I had left over from previous cut file that I did of clouds, and I'm going to back the cut file and use that on the other side of my rainbow. So I'm just going to keep messing with these, and I don't really bore you guys with it, but that's kind of how it's going to go. And I know it looks messy. It's not going to look like that once I start taping it down and getting everything the way I want it. I just kind of wanted to get an idea because I want to go in with my colors, my watercolors and my mixed media. So I had to get an idea of where everything was going to be placed. So that's the cut file that I'm going to use on the other side. So now I'm going to move, I decided to move everything up further because I realized it was a little too low. So I needed to move them up. So I moved them up, and I kind of used my pencil and kind of marked where everything was going to be placed. And then you're going to see me come in with my watercolors in a minute. But first I'm just going to show you kind of how I'm just overlapping them like that. And that's how it's going to go. So now I'm going to come in, and first I'm going to use this scrap paper that I had from a previous Hip Kit Club that I got a long time ago. And I liked the blue, and I wanted to back my cut file with blue. So I decided to use this baby blue paper, and all I did was glue it down onto the paper and then I cut around my cut file. There's several different ways you can do this, but I found this the easiest, being that the cut wasn't too hard to cut out. It was just a cloud, so it was easy to do it this way. So that's how I did it. And then once I get this cut out, then you're going to see me move everything off of that white cardstock, and I'm going to come in with my mixed media. And let's see how pretty it is. And first I come in with, the first color is, and these colors, watercolors, are by Prima, and they come in a little water droplet like that. And this one is blush, and I'm going to water it down a little bit. And it's going to look really dark when I put it down, but then you're going to see me wipe it up with a paper towel. Now I'm doing the packaging technique, which you just go in with your, that's just basically a wrapping that I use that's on my stickers or whatever. And that's what I used to smash it down on my paper, basically. And then I just dabbed it up with my paper towel, and now see how light it is. And now I'm going to go in with yellow, and this is Honey. These colors are super, super vibrant and really, really pretty, and you can make them as light or as dark as you want. So if you're not part of the Hip Kit Club, I highly suggest that you do it, because it is so worth it. I have so many colors now. I always get the color kit. You can pick out whatever kit you want. You get the main kit, which is all your papers and some embellishments, and then you could get the color kit. I always get the color kit most of the time. If I don't have it, I'll get it. And I'm just softening the edges a little bit with my paintbrush and water, because I don't want the edges to look really, I don't want that look. I want it to be like really smoothed out and looking pretty. So now I'm going in with the green, and the green is Lucky, and I don't really have green in my rainbow, but I do have green in my photo and on some of my embellishments, so I decided to come in with a little bit of green. And now I'm going to come in, now this is part of a kit a long time ago. It's Heidi Ho Blue. It's a shimmer spray, and I end up using that on the bottom of where my rainbow is going to go. I wanted some blue because I do have blue in my rainbow, and I'm going to come in with some blue as well with my embellishments, but I do make it quite light. I just let it run, and I keep adding water with my paintbrush, and I'm just kind of smoothing it out, giving it some soft edges, and just making it look really pretty. And I know this looks like a hot mess right now, but it turns out really nice. Like I always say, most of it gets covered, guys, so you don't really need to worry. So now I'm going in, and I'm going to distress the edges of each one of these half circles, and I'm going to lay them like you see them, overlapping like that. And I'm going to pop them up also with some craft foam. I wanted to use the craft foam because I wanted my rainbow to be up off the page. I didn't want it to be flat. So that's why I used, sorry about the noise, guys. That's what I did. I just used some craft foam, and I just popped it up. And I don't show you every single one that I do, because it did take me a little bit, but you kind of get the idea. So, and I just keep going with it. And I just cut a bunch of little small pieces from my craft foam sheet and just stuck them on the back and popped them up like that. And I just keep going, and then you're going to see me pop up my clouds as well and my photo. So that's kind of how it's going to go. Now the reason why you don't see some of it is because my clouds are going to cover the other part. So I didn't have to put any circles on that side. So now I'm just going to put some craft foam on the back of my cut file and stick that down. And then you're going to see me back my photo with this old, this one's old too. This paper came from Hip Kit Club back in the fall of last year. So yeah, I still have some left. So I'm using my scraps. I am using them up. And this color went perfect with the back for backing my photo. And I decided to use my corner punch too. So punched out Thursday, use my corner punch too. I hardly ever use my corner punch anymore. I used to all the time, but I decided to use it. I also used the bigger circle punch because I'm going to make my own sun, which you will see in a minute. So I cut a piece out of another paper that I had, and from Hip Kit Club. And now I'm going to go in with some embellishments. Now, these are part of the Maggie Holmes collection as well that were in the kits. And that one says Sweetness, and they are vellum pieces. So I stuck them down, acetate pieces, I should say. And I also stuck that down. That's a chipboard piece, and that chipboard flowers. That is Summer Market by Cartabella. And then this is from the sticker sheet. It says Summer. It's a little banner. That also is from the sticker sheet by Cartabella. That came in the kit as well. And that little, and then this is Fifth and Monaco. These had little hearts and butterflies on them, and I end up using a butterfly and a heart on here. And then I go in with these little phrases. These are by Maggie Holmes as well. I thought they were so cute to stick on the side, and they were the exact color of the rainbows that I did, of the rainbow that I did. So I decided to stick a whole bunch of different ones down on the side of my photo, which I really liked. It was super nice. And now I'm going to go in and I'm going to put some bling on my sun because the sun needs rays, right? And it should be shiny. So I got these at the Dollar Tree and I decided to use them for my sun. So there you go. There's my sun. And then I went in with these really pretty butterflies that also are part of the Maggie Holmes that were in the collection. And they're such cute butterflies. And I stuck one on one side of my rainbow and one on the other above my picture. And then I stuck that little white, black and white butterfly down as well. And that's it, guys. That is my layout. So I hope you guys like it. And those are those little stickers. Aren't they cute? And there's your rainbow close-up. And I hope you guys really like it. I enjoyed making this rainbow layout. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you. Just hit that red subscribe button and don't forget to hit the bell so you get notified every time I post a new video. And that's it. And I'll see you guys again next time. And remember, stay crafty. Bye.